Anderson and Teri Angel here for a meditation a day. Today we are doing a silent meditation, which means we are going to go behind scenes. Teri's going to play some pretty music, and we invite you to meditate right along with us. And then in about 20 or 25 minutes, Teri and I'll come back on and share with you messages that Spirit shared with us. We're glad you're here. Teri Angel, I'm glad you're here. Thank you.
Thank you, Ruth. It's so good to be with you. So welcome, everyone. I will start the music.
We'll see you in a few minutes, friends. Teri, can you hear me?
I do. Oh, that was beautiful, Ruth.
Mhm. It was beautiful. And, there are so many people that are in fear right now. This whole meditation was about fear and how to work your way through it. What was interesting was the first thing we saw was this gray counterclockwise energy, spiraling energy. And it was like, yep, go through it. So we went through it and we were spit out into what we call the void. And so many times when we're out in the void, it's calm and it's peaceful. And um, uh, I see whatever colors we're working on that correlate to the chakras. Mine, what I saw today was red, which is the root chakra, which is your safety and security in the world. And my color out in the IM is never red. So I was like, okay, let's look at this. And it was anxiety, it was just fear. And we have worked with different angelic colors. And the color black is about transformation, transitions, and fear of the unknown. So we were working in that black energy. Teri, you want to kick in here?
Yeah. So the fear happens with the unknown when we don't know what we're going into or what's going to happen. And so many times we go to that worst possible scenario, and that's where the anxiety kicks in. We do a what if that happens, instead of thinking along a positive line of wouldn't it be great if something happened. But yeah, we go into the anxiety, and we it's like what came up for me in this meditation is how we're always trying to shoo away that darkness. It's like, I don't like that. That's not good. Let me shine a light on it, a spotlight, or turn a light on, or something to make the darkness disappear. And what we got in this meditation is the darkness was necessary, right? For us to really see the beauty that's there. And I loved that part of it, Ruth. I'm just still in awe that that's what came out, the beauty in the darkness. That was monumental for me.
I am going to be traveling this coming week, and part of my travels is to try to see the Northern Lights. And they brought in the green of the Northern Lights into this meditation. And green for us is symbolizing the heart chakra. And so just sitting in that green energy of the heart chakra was so calming and just kind of nipped the fear and the anxiety right out. And the words that they said was the light overcomes the darkness. And then we realized without the darkness, you would not see the beauty of the aurora borealis. You actually need the darkness. And Teri realized, oh, well, you can't just shine a flashlight on it. That doesn't do any good at all. You literally have to just sit there with the darkness to allow the light and the beauty to come through. And then the question came, okay, well, so as light workers, how do we share and give folks this tangible reminder of God and the Creator in the beauty and the calming? And how do we recreate that? And how do we give that tangible gift to folks? And they had a couple of fun ideas. One was to create like a jar and bring in different lights. I mean, they've got like the little fairy lights and they've got multicolored fairy lights. And you could just put the multicolored little fairy lights in a jar and have it in your room. And when you're feeling fearful, just turn that on and just sit in the energy of the colors. And remember, God is in his heavens and I'm safe. Teri, what were some of the other ideas?
Um, well, you could do a bracelet. And I teach something called the heart stone, where you program positive thoughts into physical things. So if you had a bracelet, you can program in there, I am love, I am light, I am the spark of the divine. And then that bracelet can become a constant reminder of God in the darkness. You're in a dark place and you need that moment of just burst of light and beautiful light, not just a flashlight or a candle, but some beautiful energy like the aurora borealis. You can program it into something that you wear, like a bracelet, a ring, a necklace, and let that come up. I was just reminded, Ruth, years and years ago, like decades ago, I had rented this apartment and I went to bed the first night in my new apartment. I turned the lights out, everything was dark in the room. But whoever had rented before, or the owner, I don't even know who did it, they had put like stars up on the ceiling that reflected light in the darkness. So all of a sudden, my whole ceiling lit up with like the constellation. And I'm like, well, wouldn't that be great to have like multicolored ones that you could stick up on the ceiling? And then when the room goes dark, there you have your aurora borealis, but in like a different way maybe than what it shows up in real, but you'd still have the thought of it, the different colors.
Yeah. And
So
also, go ahead.
there's many things we can do, many ways we can bring in that beauty when we're in that dark time or in a dark place.
And just really remembering God is in his heavens and we are safe.
Yeah, what was it you said, Ruth, when you thought about the aurora borealis? It was like a glimpse of heaven on earth.
Mhm.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was such a beautiful meditation. And there were lots of nuggets like that, the glimpse of heaven on earth, the beauty in the darkness, light overcomes the dark. These are things we can hold on to. These are promises. And we can hold on to that when we're going through a rough time, through grief. I know Archangel Cassiel came in for
Mhm.
you, Ruth, during the meditation. And, there's a lot of people going through grief right now. So find out who you can turn to. Who's going to be there helping you through that dark time.
So Archangel Cassiel is representative with the work that Teri and I do with the gems with the color pink, and certainly the pink of the aurora borealis, but she helps to clear grief and feelings of isolation. So you can call in and ask in Archangel Cassiel and sit in that healing energy. Yeah. Lots of color work today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. So, friends, if you're interested in more color work, you can go on YouTube to Enlightened World Network, and in the little search bar, type in angelic gems. And there's so much information there on working with the different archangels, the different colors for healing um, and nurturing. So please check that out. Teri Angel, thank you for being here today.
Thank you, Ruth. Can I mention my angelic teaching class that's going to happen this year?
Absolutely.
Every month on the second Wednesday of the month at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, I'll be teaching a different angel of the month. And we're calling it Angel Appreciation and Activation, because whichever angel we're studying will activate their energy in you. And you'll have them to call on. Cassiel will be one of those angels. And this month, it's going to be Haniel. And Haniel's a beautiful energy. I'd love for you all to meet Haniel. And you can join it at Enlightened World Network. you can actually come onto the Zoom call and ask questions about the angel that we're talking about. So I'd love to see some of you there on Wednesday night.
Thank you, Teri. We're looking forward to all of those, actually. All right. So, friends, thank you for being here. As you're walking through this year, just pay attention. How am I feeling? And if you find that you're anxious or in fear, stop, just pay attention, ask in your spiritual divinity. You don't need to do this white knuckled. You don't. We're learning that. You don't need to do this white knuckled, and we're right here with you. So take good care. God bless. We'll